1972 Roosevelt dime looks like any other dime at first. It has President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, and a torch with olive and oak branches on the back. These dimes were made in 3 places: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mark, and San Francisco with an S mark for proof coins. Over 500 million of these coins were made that year, so most of them are common. If you find one in your pocket, chances are it's only worth 10 cents. But a few rare ones were made with mistakes, and that's where things get exciting. One of the most talked about errors is the missing mint mark, or what collectors call the no S proof dime. This kind of error happened when the San Francisco Mint made proof dimes, but forgot to stamp the S mint mark on some of them. A proof coin is a special shiny coin made just for collectors. It looks different from regular coins. The background is shiny like a mirror, and the design stands out with a frosted look. If a proof coin from San Francisco is missing the S, it becomes very rare and very valuable. These no S proof dimes are known by coin experts and collectors all around the world. In top condition, one of these coins could sell for $45,000 or even more at auction. Some people believe if an even more rare version of the 1972 no S proof dime was found, in perfect shape, it could sell for $135,000 or higher. Maybe even $188,000 if it's truly one of a kind. Besides the missing mint mark, there are other things to look for. Some 1972 dimes were made with strong strikes. This means the coin shows sharp, clean details. On the back of the dime, look at the torch. If the 2 little bands around the torch are full and clear, collectors call it a full bands dime. These are harder to find and worth more. A full bands 1972 dime in top condition could sell for hundreds, or maybe thousands of dollars if it's almost perfect. So take a close look. A small detail like that could mean big money. Now let's talk about error coins. These are coins that were made wrong at the mint. Sometimes the coin is off-center, has a double image, or was made on the wrong kind of metal. These kinds of mistakes don't happen often, and when they do, collectors go crazy for them. Some errors are small and worth maybe $50 or $100. But others are very rare and could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If someone finds a never-before-seen 1972 dime error, in perfect shape, it could go for more than $150,000. That's where those big numbers come from, the idea that one mystery coin might still be out there waiting to be found. So how do you know if your 1972 dime is special? First, check the date. Make sure it says 1972. Then, look for a mint mark. It's a small letter under the year. If you see nothing, it's from Philadelphia. If you see a D, it's from Denver. If you see an S, it's a proof from San Francisco. Now here's the key: if it looks like a proof coin but has no S, you might have something big. Proof coins are shiny, smooth, and detailed. If yours looks like that but has no mint mark, get it checked right away. It might be a no S dime. Also, check the back of the coin. Are the torch bands clear and easy to see? If yes, it could be full bands. That's another sign of value. Next, look for anything odd. Is the coin off-center? Are parts missing? Does it have strange colors or marks? Does the design look double? These could all be mint errors, and that means value. If you think you found something special, don't sell it right away. First, show it to a coin expert. Even better, send it to a coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They will check your coin, tell you what it's worth, and seal it in a case with a grade. A graded coin sells for way more than an ungraded one. Serious collectors want coins that are certified. Most 1972 dimes will not make you rich. But the few rare ones out there are worth searching for. One small mistake during minting can change a 10-cent coin into a 6-figure treasure. That's why coin hunting is so fun. You never know what you'll find. And the best part? These coins are still out there. People lose them. People forget about them. They sit in drawers, jars, and old coin albums. You might already have one and not even know it. All it takes is one look, one lucky find, and your life could change. Many collectors dream of finding a rare 1972 dime with a huge value. It might seem impossible, but rare coins have been found before in the most unexpected places. Someone once found a valuable coin in a bag of coins from the bank. Others found rare ones in an old shoebox or in coins handed down by grandparents. You don't need to be a professional. You just need to look closely and know what to watch for. That's what makes this exciting. It's like a treasure hunt, and the prize could be worth more than a car, a vacation, or even a house. So, the next time you see a 1972 dime, don't just spend it. Hold it. Look at it. Study it. That tiny coin could be a key to a big payday. And if you're lucky enough to find the rare one with no mint mark, perfect shine, strong strike, or a rare error, you could be the one who turns a dime into $135,000, $153,000, or even $188,000. It's not just a dream, it's real, and it could happen to you. Have you ever looked at a quarter and thought, could this be worth more than 25 cents? What if I told you that one tiny coin, just like the ones you carry every day, could be worth $138,000, or even up to $178,000? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true, and today we're talking about the 1999 Delaware quarter, one of the most talked about coins in the world of coin collecting. This quarter looks normal. It has George Washington's face on one side, like all U.S. quarters. On the back, it shows a man riding a horse that's Caesar Rodney, a hero from the American Revolution. This coin was the first one made in the 50-state quarter series, which started in 1999. Millions of people collected them. But not all of them are the same. Some of these coins have mistakes, also called errors, that make them super rare and super valuable. Now here's where things get really fun. Out of the 373 million Delaware quarters made in Philadelphia, those are the ones with a P under the date. A few came out with strange things on them. The most famous one has something collectors call the spitting horse error. If you look closely, there's a small raised line coming out of the horse's mouth. It looks like the horse is spitting. This happened because the metal stamp used to make the coin got cracked. That crack left a raised line on the coin. Most of the time, this error can make the coin worth $10, $20, maybe even $50. Not bad for a coin you found in your pocket. But that's not the big money one. The real treasure is a very rare kind of error. Some people have found quarters where the back side, the one with Caesar Rodney, is rotated or twisted compared to the front. Instead of being lined up the right way, it's turned sideways or upside down. That's a rotated die error. One of these sold for $250, and that was a lower grade one. If you found a rotated one in perfect shape, you could be looking at thousands of dollars. And then, there's an even rarer one. Some collectors say they found a 1999 Delaware quarter where the words Caesar Rodney on the back appear twice, one above the other, like a double print. That's a type of double die error. These are super rare and not many have ever been found. If you had one like that in great shape, with no scratches or damage, and it got graded by a top coin grading company like PCGS or NGC, some experts say it could sell for over $100,000, maybe even $150,000 or more. Think about that. A coin that people carry in their pocket every day worth more than a luxury car. Or a house. All because of a small mistake made at the mint when it was printed. Now, here's the thing. Not every Delaware quarter is rare. Most of them are worth exactly what they say, 25 cents. Even if you keep one in perfect condition, with no scratches, it might be worth a few dollars, maybe $10 or $20 if a collector wants it. But if your quarter has a strange look, like the horse spitting, or words that are printed twice, or the design is twisted or off-center, now you're talking. That's where the real value is. So how do you check? First, grab a magnifying glass or use your phone camera to zoom in. Look at the horse's mouth on the back of the coin. If you see a line coming out of it, like it's spitting, that's a sign. Look at the words, too. Do any of them look like they're printed twice? If so, you might have a double die. And try flipping the coin from top to bottom. If the back side is not lined up right with the front, you might have a rotated die. If you think you found one, don't clean it. Don't try to make it shiny. That can ruin the value. Just put it in a soft cloth or coin holder and take it to a coin shop. Or better yet, send it to a coin grading service. They will check the coin and tell you its grade and value. If it's real, and it's a rare type in perfect shape, it could be worth thousands, maybe even that $138,000 jackpot. People online have shared stories of finding rare coins in old boxes, pocket change, and even parking meters. One person said they had a Delaware quarter with strange writing and sold it for hundreds. Another person found one with a twisted design and got it certified. There are lots of stories like this, and it shows that these coins are out there and still being found. So here's your challenge. After watching this video, go check your change. Dig through that jar in your kitchen. Look through old rolls of quarters. Pay close attention to any 1999 Delaware quarter with a P under the date. You never know, you might be holding a coin that's worth more than a new car. Or even a new house. This is what makes coin collecting so fun. It's like a treasure hunt. The big prize could be hiding in your pocket, right now. Most people would just spend that quarter without a second thought. But now you know what to look for. You could be the next person to find a $150,000 coin, just sitting in a drawer. Thanks for watching. If you learned something cool today, give this video a like and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And if you do find one of these rare Delaware quarters, let us know in the comments. Who knows, you could be the next lucky one. These coins might look like any other nickel, but a tiny mistake during minting or a special detail most people miss can turn it into a small fortune. Today, we're going to talk about why this coin is so special, how it became valuable, and what you should look for because you might have won too and not even know it. Let's start with the basics. The 1973 Jefferson Nickel was made in large numbers. Millions were produced at the U.S. Mint. These coins have Thomas Jefferson on the front, or obverse, and his home, Monticello, on the back, or reverse. Most of these nickels are only worth their face value, just 5 cents. But not all of them are ordinary. Some were struck with rare errors, some were made with special details, and some are in such perfect condition that collectors are willing to pay thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars for them. So how does a 5-cent coin become worth more than a luxury car or even a house? It comes down to a few key things: condition, errors, and something called full steps. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about condition. If your coin is old and beat up, it's not going to be worth much. But if your 1973 nickel is in mint condition, no scratches, no dents, very shiny, then it might be worth something. The best condition a coin can be in is called MS, or mint state. The higher the MS number, the better. Coins graded MS65, MS66, or even MS67 are very rare and valuable, especially if they also have other special features. Now, let's talk about full steps. On the back of the nickel, look at the Monticello building. If you can clearly see all 6 steps at the bottom, and they are not worn or weak, your coin might have what collectors call the full steps feature. Coins with full steps are harder to find because the minting process often doesn't press the steps clearly. When a 1973 nickel has full steps and is in high mint state condition, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But the biggest money comes when these coins have rare mint errors. These are mistakes that happened at the mint when the coins were made. Some 1973 nickels were struck on the wrong kind of metal called the wrong planchet. Others might have been double struck, meaning the coin was hit twice by the machine, creating a weird look. Some coins may have a mint mark that is out of place or pressed incorrectly. These kinds of errors are not supposed to happen, but when they do, collectors get very excited. They love rare mistakes, and they will pay a lot to own one. In fact, one 1973 nickel with a special error was said to be valued over $125,000. Another example could be worth as much as $178,000 depending on the type of error, the coin's condition, and how rare it is. These aren't everyday finds, they are once-in-a-lifetime coins. But they do exist, and you could find one in a coin jar, in old change, or from a relative's collection. To check if your 1973 nickel is special, follow these steps. First, look at the date. Make sure it says 1973. Then, check if there is a small letter under the date. That's the mint mark. A D means it was made in Denver. An S means it was made in San Francisco. If there's no letter, it was made in Philadelphia. Some mint marks might be in the wrong place or look strange. That could be a clue that your coin is rare. Next, flip the coin over and look closely at Monticello. Are the steps visible? Can you count all 6? If yes, that's a good sign. Then, check if the coin looks odd. Is it a strange color? Is the design off-center? Is part of the coin missing or doubled? These are signs of errors, and they can add big value. Now, here's the most important part. If you think your coin might be rare, don't sell it to just anyone. First, get it looked at by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you the coin's grade, confirm if it has full steps, and check for errors. They'll also seal it in a special case that proves it's real and certified. This adds even more value to your coin and helps protect it. You should also look up similar coins online and see how much they sold for. Check auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay for recent sales of 1973 nickels. Some may have sold for thousands of dollars. One record sale showed a 1973 nickel in high grade with full steps selling for over $1,500. But with a rare error in perfect condition, that price can go way, way up. Some coin experts believe that if a unique 1973 error coin in near perfect condition went to auction today, it could easily bring in 6 figures. That's why people are talking about values as high as $125,000, $143,000, and even $178,000. Imagine finding a coin worth that much in a jar of old change. That's why coin hunting is so exciting. You never know what you'll find. So before you spend that old nickel, take a closer look. That coin could be a hidden treasure. And if it's a 1973 nickel with sharp steps, perfect condition, or a weird mistake, you might just be holding one of the rarest nickels ever made. Coins like this can change lives. All it takes is one lucky find, and your 5 cents could turn into 5 figures or more.